Hello, and welcome to this week's Generation 9 podcast. Your host, me, Victor Martinez, along with Ehsan Farahi, Vlad Yudin, and Edwin Mejia. Guys, before we start this segment, I want to say, if you're getting good feedback, if you're learning, if you're being educated, if you're just having fun watching us, learning all the sorts, getting nutritional, all kinds of information, follow us, like, and please spread the word. Thank you, guys.
You had a big weekend, right, Vic? You went to a
Yeah. Good weekend. It was Steve's annual seminar, which he hosts over at the East Coast Mecca Powerhouse in Syosset. And I know the prior years haven't been able to make it, just conflict, schedule, whatever. But this year I was so happy I got to make it because I felt like I was under a rock, man.
Jay Cutler was there.
Jay Cutler was there. Oh, Jay Cutler, he's actually the staple in the whole seminar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's definitely the one that definitely the main, how do you say,
Attraction.
the main talent, main attraction, everything.
Derek Lunsford is there as well, right? How did he look? Because he's Arnold.
Derek looks good. I got to chat it up with him about, switching coaches, which we had the segment.
Exactly.
And I told him, because he had mentioned something, people just trying to tell me, throw shades about Chris Aceto. I was like, well, we just did a whole segment on you and saying that, it is a good move. And he goes, man, I got to tell you. And this is, what he said, nothing crazy and, just facts. I feel good. I feel better, less stress, more focus, enjoying my family more while I'm prepping, which is kind of one of those things while you're prepping, you get lost in your own world of prepping and your family's there, but, and you're there with them, but you're not really present.
Yeah.
So all those things he said is saying basically you're going to get a whole new Derek Lunsford.
But the funny thing is when your pictures were leaked online or posted online or whatever, people were saying your arms are photoshopped. As if you photoshopped your arms.
Man, they will only be leaked if I was naked, man. No.
Be honest, man.
It looks like you not only out-angled him, but it looks like you definitely look much bigger than.
Nah. Jay did me the favor.
Maybe Jay got it small. Why attack the Victor?
No. It's just one of these things where Jay hooked it up and he photoshopped my arms, and I appreciate it.
Isn't it the biggest compliment if a guy who's not using steroids being accused of using
Definitely.
steroids, or if people say your image is photoshopped when it's not? That's like the biggest compliment, right?
No. Again, it's yes, I take it as a compliment, but no, it's just the WhatsApp pose, and it's the Phil Heath step forward once, and you look bigger. No.
So, guys, before we do the question of the day this week, there were a lot of people, because we did an episode from the one before last where we talked about pointing elbows. You kind of listed the different reasons.
Torpedo elbows.
And a lot of people in the comments were saying, well, it's actually caused by growth hormone use. Is any GH use prolonged amount of time?
Could be.
So what do you say about that?
Could be one of those, I would say a good 5-10%.
Yeah, not more than that.
Yeah, 5-10%. At the end of the day, people forget the wear, the tear, the training, the hard training.
Right.
And it's just, I know if that was the case, there'll be a lot of bodybuilders with torpedo freaking elbows.
Because a lot of them use GH.
But the GH does distort your bone. I've seen
not too much.
It makes your head grow, right?
Yeah, I seen you got your big head, big feet, Cro-Magnon,
jaw.
Jaw. I mean, you name it, it's you're messing with your body's,
boxy head.
Jaw. Is that what you actually accused of Jake Paul of having a GH jaw on one of the episodes?
Yeah. I mean, you want to say it? Yes, I did. Guilty.
You did.
But at the end of the day, if you do abuse or take a lot of something, eventually your body's gonna react. Your genetics will react, and the GH does distort your bone structure, but so many people are using it.
Only 5% is not that drastic. So.
Yeah, it's not that drastic, and you have to be doing a lot. And I mean, going back.
And for a long time. You have to take it a lot, overdose, and long time that happen.
Yeah, but
It's not like for one or two
Yeah.
times. You know?
All right. Well, I
It's
just
not
want to
a
make sure we address
one-shot
I want
deal.
to make sure we address people's concerns and comments, and there's
Yeah,
more to come, of course.
and
All
it's
right.
normal.
So today's question, we have two questions of the day today, brought to us by Transparent Labs.
Yeah, shout out to Transparent Labs, our sponsor here for the podcast. Generation 9 has been very proud to present Transparent Lab products. Not only are their products some of the cleanest natural ingredients in the market, they have the best 100% grass-fed beef protein, and also have incredible line of products like creatine, Recomp, and others. Make sure you guys check them out.
Yeah,
Only 6 ingredients.
And you got to mention, the highest per scoop milligrams,
28 grams of protein.
28 grams,
It's amazing. Amazing. All right, what do we have today?
So the question of the day comes to us from James Carlesi, and his question is, "Hey GI crew, I'm from South Africa. Love your podcast. Big fan of Vic. My question is actually, it's two questions.
Two questions in one.
One visit common for natural
Two
lifters.
questions, but he's only going to get one gift, Let's get that
Question
right.
one: Is it common for natural lifters to have gynecomastia?
Gyno.
Or gyno.
Tits.
Okay, first question.
That was the first question.
Number two: doing every chest exercise possible, but only feel the muscle on certain part of the chest. Is it because of genetics and there no muscle really on that part of the chest?
Okay, so basically he has concerns about his chest.
Yes. Well, or the gyno, again, it can happen to anybody, whether you're taking a bucket of Cypionate or training natural, because again, your body's imbalance of hormone could happen through puberty. I think we discussed this before. I suggest if you have gyno, also extreme weight gain, are you heavy? Don't know your weight.
Getting fat mass.
Yeah, getting fat, or overweight, to be slightly correct. But I would have to say go see a doctor. Maybe he can actually prescribe Novadex. Again, you don't have to be on juice to actually get gyno.
That's important.
/
Right.
tits. So and again, you have to throw it in there, But for the second answer question, the answer to that is you're doing every exercise for chest.
He's seeing some of them, he's feeling it, and some of them he's not feeling it.
Yeah, so I mean, you're probably not feeling it because you're already up to your 6th exercise and you're already burnt out. So my best suggestion is pick 3 to 4. Pick one of the ones you feel and pick one of the ones you don't feel. Also, what area of your chest are you trying to build?
Let's say he's doing decline bench and he's not feeling the muscle on the bottom of his chest.
I mean, to start with decline, man, is just bizarre,
No, I'm just saying that.
The chest workout is very, very important for angle of the elbow.
Yes.
If you bring it up, all pressure goes to your shoulder. You have to find the angle. Everyone is different. Little ball up, little ball down. You have to play it, go up and down to find that area to feeling on your chest.
Angle, execution.
Execution too, yes. It's very important too. And how the speed.
No.
The speed, how you fast go to negative point and how fast go up to the positive at the end. It's very, very involved with those things.
And again, he said doing every exercise, you're probably overtraining.
But genetically, he's saying maybe like he's underdeveloped on some part of the chest. Does it make
No. If you're underdeveloped, you still have the chest muscle. Genetically,
there you go. That's all I just want to answer that question.
Yeah, genetically,
everyone
course,
has it.
Some people have some freaking crazy,
Right.
Upper chest. Other people have a nice, sweep at the bottom of the chest. But you can actually hack it by focusing on the muscle, pre-exhausting it. So try something new. Try less exercise, not all of them. 3 to max 4. And again, your execution. Are you going hard? Are you just casually doing your reps and sets? And maybe you add this, every 2 sets, let's say you are doing 4 sets of flat, for example, or 4 sets of incline. For every 2 sets, do 1 set of push-ups. And if you don't get a pump, man,
it's impossible.
get back to me.
And
It's
shout out for him for being an addy.
Yeah. Congratulations for staying natural. Ain't no shame in that. You should be proud as long as you keep lifting and take care of that gyno if you do.
The next question sounds like a cautionary story. So you want to take that one?
So the next question brought to us by D.I. Gosserin, D. Gosserin, I guess, 2853. What Vic's favorite steroid treatment? I'm juicing for 2 years at 24 years old, about 180, 5'7". I'm been feeling like and can't grow up.
24 years old, juicing for 2 years. It means he started at 22.
24, juicing at 22.
He's feeling like and can't grow.
What's my favorite? Listen, I could tell you my favorite movie genre.
But not the steroid
drama
treatment.
and horror, that's it, But come on, man. Favorite steroid treatment?
Why he didn't ask what's your favorite diet? What's your favorite
But this is a cautionary. I feel like you're gonna teach him a lesson, maybe.
No. This is already heard a few bad things just by hearing you've been on it for 2 years straight. Being that young is just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I always, if I'm going to give you guys advice, and if you are going to just juice regardless, just do it right, man. Let's do it right. Let's do it for 8 to 10 weeks at a time, followed by another, 10 to 12 week break, which will be really only 2 cycles a year. Let's keep it, let's keep it as safe as possible, Also, I don't know what you're taking, how much you're taking. Your receptors are shot.
Yes.
You didn't do no post-cycle therapy, PCT.
When you're taking every day and for 2 years, he doesn't have a receptor at all.
That's crazy.
Receptor is shut down.
He's 180, 5'7", feeling like and can't grow. How can you be on steroid?
Because the receptor is blocked.
Receptors are shot. I think one of the best things when I first started working out, and I have to go back to when I first started, because when you're that age, it takes me back to that time, was me not being able to afford steroids. So it allowed me to actually train hard, but I never stopped training. So when I did go on it, I got the results. It's like, and it wasn't a favorite. It wasn't like I was a fan and I had a poster of Sipone on my wall,
That's hilarious.
I had Guns N' Roses, Run DMC, and Sipone. It wasn't like that, but with respect to getting you educated to this is basically give your body a break, man. You can't just go on it, go hard.
Only 22 years old
for
when he
2
started.
years. It's gonna create other issues. Now you're gonna continue. Let's do the post-cycle therapy. Let's clear your receptors. Let's not do 3 to 4 different ones. Stick to one. I don't know what your training schedule is like. Were you taking days off? Were you resting enough? Were you sleeping enough? Were you eating healthy enough?
Or eating enough.
These body
Those are a lot of
his body
factors.
right now is
So many
addicted,
factors.
kind of addicted to his
But
steroid.
he said he's feeling like
That's what I'm talking about.
Is your body
He's-
talking to you?
Yeah, his body right now addicted to steroid, and unfortunately, as soon as he stop, he doesn't have that power. He doesn't have that motivation. He doesn't have that pump he get
Right.
in the gym,
Yeah.
and he get depressed. And as soon as he feel those feeling, he go back again to steroids.
That's the problem. I tell guys, listen, if you can you feel good. I see a lot of people
He
doing
need
it
rehab.
now.
He need rehab.
Steroid rehab, just don't relapse, But it's basically one of these things. You're on it. Yes, you are going to feel stronger. You are going to have good pumps. You're going to remember this. You're going to go off. Always, always try to remember you're going to lose a good 15 to 20%. But do not let this hinder you from continuing working out, going to the gym and training hard, because that's the part that's going to make you better next time you do go on it, if you do decide to go on it. And if you don't, again, remember, what you train naturally, you're always going to maintain. And I don't know what supplements he's doing.
And
either.
I'm
He
suggesting
didn't specify anything besides that.
I'm suggesting definitely do blood work, man. Do blood work.
Do the
Check
blood work.
inside your body. check your liver, your kidney, your blood sugar, everything. Check these as specific your liver.
Before anything, yes, blood work is definitely, check under that hood. And
2 years non-stop in the steroids.
yes, that's just
It's too much.
Again, I don't want you to feel bad. I'm just trying to, again, get you back in line, get you back to training.
Absolutely.
And not, get
Motivate
your
him,
way.
possibly,
Yeah.
motivate him for sure.
I don't want you not to train anymore. But let's go back to simplifying things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. So today's we have two winners: James Carresli and Digo Saren 2853. You guys are winners. Please, guys, submit your questions below, and maybe Victor would answer some of them, right?
Yeah, we will. We'll do our best to answer them. And again, guys, we appreciate you, the listeners, everyone. Keep them coming. And we got more. We got more where that came from.
You need to take your muscles to the max! Whoa there, Turbo. Do you even know what's in that stuff? Oh, yeah. See, most protein powders are filled with artificial sweeteners, food dyes, and filler.
Really? I wouldn't put that stuff in my body.
Neither would I. Transparent Labs is made with just a handful of all-natural ingredients without any of the weird stuff. Transparent Labs. Protein without the weird stuff.
So today we have a few topics. One of them is quite shocking, actually. We talked about a lot of crazy topics on this podcast, but this one is just weird.
Actually, this is a good one for us to talk about because
it takes a lot to shock me, though.
Victor and I
It's very
like
explicit
to,
too. It's too explicit to show even the footage.
This actually did happen. This story, and we'd like to get Victor's stories too on this podcast. We're getting a lot of requests from people. Hey, why doesn't Vic share more stories?
More stories. Oh,
Go ahead, Vlad.
The story is comes
Vlad
from Israel. It's actually broken by Times of Israel newspaper.
Israel,
And
shalom.
in a small town, in a small town, about 68,000 people live there. A security footage from the gym leaked by a hacker, I'm assuming, right, online, which exposed that a trainer from the number one trainer from that gym was having sex with multiple women that go to the
17.
gym. 17 women.
17.
17 women.
And the footage didn't leak. The one of the husband, they found out something is catchy, and he put the camera.
Oh, so they planted the camera.
So basically,
Yeah.
the husband was
Okay.
suspicious that something was
Yes,
going on
yeah.
in the gym with the trainer and his wife, and he planted a camera.
And then he's
camera.
sharing the all footage with the husband in the WhatsApp.
Right. So one of these
my
guys,
God.
apparently, I'm assuming, released the footage to a town that only has about 66,000 people.
Very small.
So that's like, I don't know, some small town in
Everyone
Arkansas.
knows each other.
Yeah.
And it went viral. And what I kind of find interesting that this must have been going on for a while because it was very it was very normal for them.
Very
to
casual.
just casual,
Yes.
like they got it right into it. They got right into the.
I cannot show the footage, but you guys get the point. He was
Yeah.
Please
he was-
don't.
he was having sex with him in the gym. In the
just
gym.
go to
Yeah,
Reddit.
inside the
It's all
gym.
over Reddit. That's it, guys.
So the guy goes on and he disappears from the planet. Nobody knows where he is. He disappeared. He removed his Facebook, Instagram, whatever. This is obviously a huge scandal that broke out and it went viral. What is your opinion on this, Vic? And also, what is your experience with this? Because we've been hearing that this is very common across not only Israel, of course, but across the world. Here in the States, there's a lot of trainers that do have intercourse with their clients
In the gym.
in the gym, outside the gym. You actually do see a lot of celebrities like Cassie, Giselle Bundchen. They actually end up marrying at the end of the day. They're trainers. So what is your thought and opinion of this?
I'm going to give my opinion, but Ehsan, you running a facility for personal training. Yours is going to be just as validated than mine because I train a few people. Again, I've had, sex in the gym, but she was not my client. She was
in the gym?
She was not my client.
But in the gym, here? Or
No,
in the locker room?
no. In the office, man. In the office.
No, he did in the gym.
I owned the gym.
That guy did it right, in the gym.
No,
right?
that's crazy. That's just
At
crazy.
the yoga pad.
Again, this is bad. This is bad, and effed up in all kinds of ways. Because when I saw the pictures of the women, they're not really old women.
No,
You
they're
know,
young.
so you
young.
could tell their husbands.
17 women. He
17 women. So their husbands are literally in their late 20s, early 30s, or early 40s. And, you know, I'm sure the husband suspected once his wife went from 2 sessions a week to 5 that he had to investigate,
That
you
gave it
know.
away.
But it's messed up because this is a small town, probably one of 2 gyms.
I'm wondering how much he's charging for that.
Yeah, well,
With sex or without sex?
the sad part is that one wife got beat up by her husband really
Yes,
badly. Like,
yes.
really badly.
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
one of the
really- I
husbands
don't
beat
know,
out very bad. It's footage.
It looked terrible.
Yeah, she was put in a blender or something, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that was really terrible, and
But it's
obviously
bad. It's bad for the training
it's-
business.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad. I mean, the guy only had female clients. I don't know what the case is. The guy was literally on an iPad while getting. So it was interesting to see that.
Exactly.
But ultimately, like I've read many articles, and here in New York, I mean, the New York Times released an article where during the holidays, their biggest clients or tippers in these buildings across New York City have been women because they end up helping their women, these women that live in these buildings, escort their lovers through back doors or before their husbands get home, and it's actually a very common thing. So.
I mean, women have a libido too, you know.
Right.
It's just,
So
you know.
so it's a very common thing. And I think there's a law. I don't know. It might be a law in New York State that prohibits doormen from sharing that information with their spouses. But the point
It can lead
is,
to a crime, basically.
yeah. So my point is, I mean, are there some sort of like pheromones that are going on in the gym, Vic,
Just
that kind of
grooming
make
them.
people like a lot more, excited and
Well, it's just
turned
they're
on.
getting trained. They're getting trained, and it's like Arnold said. Every time I had a workout, it was like I was,
Hey, speaking of Arnold, I heard stories from Rick Drayson. Have you heard stories of big orgies taking place in old school gyms in California around the Arnold days? Have you heard these stories?
What?
From Rick Drayson?
No.
Well, those were the live free. Those were the live free
Well, I've
days.
heard those
Those were the
stories.
hippie days.
In locker rooms.
I cannot say no, that didn't happen. I wasn't there. I was just, if anything, I was 3 or 4 years old. But
Right.
come on, those are the live free days.
Yeah.
Weed,
But I wanna-
acid.
I wanna add something as a personal trainer person.
Yeah.
The woman always is trouble. Always. If woman don't want, the man can't do anything to the woman. That's the point. This is the first thing. And woman step forward. It doesn't matter how much the trainer or man try it. If the woman pull back, he
Sure.
cannot do anything.
Preach on.
And I saw so many things last 20 years in the gym, how the woman comes to the trainer, what they want, some of them.
Mm.
But some of the women comes to you, they do this sort of stuff, flirt with you till you come close, and then eventually they sue you as a sexual harassment.
yeah.
So
it's
we have to look at the other
Right.
perspective too. But
So you blaming 17 women and not that man?
I mean, the man did the wrong thing. The first thing comes to my brain, bro. How much is a 1-day hotel to you? You rent one
He ain't
room.
got time. He's got 17 clients a day, bro.
You're right.
He ain't got time.
It looks like it's
Why don't you go to a hotel? And
this is part of the section,
No,
workout and
no,
sex,
no.
and
You
at
know what
the
they
end.
say? Don't take work home.
But do you know any stories like that that's happened in the industry, in the bodybuilding world, that that trainers have sex with their clients?
Yes, I have heard this, and it's always turns out bad. It never turns out good because one,
Yeah.
it starts hurting male, female training business. Nobody's gonna trust the guy,
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, yes, the girls are doing it for a reason, and at the same time, the girls do it because once you sleep with the trainer, imagine the trainer charging her, sending her an invoice,
Exactly.
So they're smarter than us, guys. Admit it. They're smarter. They just act dumber.
And another thing is I have very respect in gym. Gym is like a Mecca.
Yep.
Yeah.
We coming here for workout. I have respect for dumbbell, for barbell,
Yeah,
for
of course.
equipment, and gym, and business. Come on, who does that? And the business sucks. This is wrong. Totally wrong what he do. But the other perspective, we have to look at the woman too. He was in the iPad, and that's what he's exactly.
There was a lot of
You should stop being a coach and just become an escort for women.
yeah.
No, that guy, I don't even know where he is, man.
There was a lot of unhappy women in that
He will
gym.
be found, I'm sure. He will be found. So stay tuned
He might be found
to
somewhere.
what's going to happen.
But those things happening every day from here and there.
Yes,
right?
yes.
We hear that because it's 17 at the same time they found out. That was
Because
a big and a small
Because
town.
they leaked it all too.
And a small town, you know. I'm pretty sure that right now it happening in entire New York City
Right.
and New Jersey.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Well, on that note is, make sure you trust your trainer, let your woman, train with a female. Is that going to save you? Probably not.
Victor, would you ever
She
let your
might
wife
dyke her out.
Would you ever let your wife, girlfriend, obviously your wife, but fiance, whatever, or girlfriend train with a male trainer?
I could train
on a
her.
consistent basis.
I'd train her myself.
Well, I know, but you wouldn't, right? So you wouldn't.
I mean, I could train her myself. It's like, it would be crazy.
Well, let's say you have to go away for like 6 months or you have to work somewhere. You
You
would.
also-
Oh,
wife
6
did it if you got away
months.
for 6
Am
Well,
I
you
locked up or free?
I mean, you know what happens. You have to go out for a tour or something.
Is this willingly or unwillingly?
That's funny.
You gotta ask, man. But in reality, it's just a woman with true dignity and respect. You usually won't have to worry about her. You know,
If you trust your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You usually don't have to worry about it. But a guy who's a slime ball like this guy, maybe he started throwing innuendos, maybe he started throwing bait, and then maybe their husbands are in the freaking military, serving. I don't know. It's a lot of factors,
That's true.
that we don't know. But when they catch him, which they will,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
There's
they
all
know.
evidence.
They know where he is. They know where he is.
Darkness will
man.
always come to light.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next story is probably the stupidest story I've heard in a minute. A bodybuilder in Australia named Presley Ganowski shuts down an airport as he climbed in their airplane engine to do push-ups and flex for a social media picture.
Such a
How
stupid
crazy
idea.
is that? It was just
Stupid
weird.
idea. Dangerous.
Somebody should have flipped the switch.
No, the engine was like slowly actually working.
You need to get
Yes.
more shredded. But
I wonder if he's banned from flying at this point.
I don't know. I think it was staged. I don't know if he actually shut it down.
Like he climbed over the fence, I think.
He climbed over the fence.
Yeah. He violated something, I think.
Yeah. So being Australia, they'll make a big thing out of it, and they'll probably ban him from flying for the next 5 years.
He doesn't
You
look like
know.
a bodybuilder. I think he's
Maybe
some
he's like a
person
fitness
just
guy
to
or
go to the
something.
gym,
Maybe he's like a
Hold
fitness
on.
guy or something.
They call them a bodybuilder?
That's what.
Headliners, yeah. The
No.
headlines.
Come on, man. You guys, that's messed up, man. When somebody does something crazy and looks like they work out, automatically you just throw bodybuilder at them.
Everyone goes to the
I
gym.
think it's because he called himself a bodybuilder.
No, just because he's flex. He flexes.
He was doing
flex.
bodybuilding.
That's it.
Everyone flex.
That's it.
Just-
Nah.
he get
nah.
He
naked
was
and flex.
posing, Vic. He was posing in the engine. He was posing.
He was posing in front of the
No.
engine.
Front double bicep, most
I
muscular.
know. So now we're
Why
gonna
he
start.
wasn't look like bodybuilder at all. He was like a normal guy goes to the
Okay,
gym.
let's call him an fitness influencer. How about
Nah.
Yeah, fitness and better.
There you go. That's better, But come on. Now you start giving, what is it, political opinions. You're going to be a politician now? There's this politician saying. No,
So any thoughts on
Influencer.
this guy, guys?
I don't know. I just hope he didn't influence anybody else to do that. Okay. That's all I'm saying, because come on, man. You've seen birds go in there. They bring down an entire plane, man.
That's true. There's so many plane things
Dangerous.
happening lately, right?
Yeah.
After all these stories about
A
planes,
lot of
crashing,
Black Hawks. I think I looked it up. I think it's been close to almost 300 the last, 5 or 6 years? It's too many, man.
too many. And then the last thing is Kali Muscle, your favorite person. It was back on the
Kali,
news.
how do you get back, man? See, we miss you, man.
Kali, your
See, we don't-
favorite,
We don't hate you, man.
Callie's your favorite
You know?
vegan bodybuilder.
How those pink eyes looking? Or were they pink or orange?
Blue.
Blue.
Light blue. All right, so he revealed his steroid stack, and he said that when he started using steroids, he gained 40 pounds in 90 days. And he said that he revealed his stack. I want to know what you think about the stack that he revealed.
Yes.
So 500 milligrams weekly of test, 400 milligrams weekly of tren, Anarol and D-ball together, clenbuterol during prep, T3 during prep, and Winstrol during prep.
Yeah, prep.
What do you
for
think?
what? Was he doing a show?
Sounds like
No.
I don't know. He didn't say the-
Exactly.
Were you competing?
Exactly.
I'm not sure if he was.
I mean, I know guys who do that on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. But
So not a big stack then, right?
but
It
he-
is.
no, it's not. It's not.
It's a big.
It's not big. It is big for the first time. He said that's the first time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the first time. So for the first time, you are gonna gain that massive amount of weight. But remember, just because it's 40 pounds does not mean it's 40 quality pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot of water, junk in there, and all that. And once you stop, you're lucky if you keep 10 of those pounds.
right.
But I mean, it's just crazy because that's a cycle I seen people use for an actual bodybuilding show. You know, for a 10-week period.
He's still. By the way, he's completely natural these days. He just revealed what he used to do.
Natural-ish.
Well, you don't believe him?
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Those eyes ain't natural.
That was good.
You know, come on, man. Ish. Okay, see, I'm telling
He's
you.
right. He's
Come
right.
on, Kali. I just made up a shirt for you. Natural-ish. Come on, I'll buy it. Yeah, but guys, again, you want to get those 40 pounds. Let's just, let's do it right. And obviously, if you're competing, you know that cycle is not nothing crazy out of this world, but build up to it. Don't start with that.
What's a huge amount of tests per week? What's the most you've heard
The
a guy
most?
have taken?
I heard. Oh
Like the
man.
1,000
mention
milligrams?
his name? No, he's still alive.
1,000 milligrams a week?
No,
I
more.
seen
More than 1,000?
Yeah,
2,000.
3,000.
3,000 milligrams of test per week.
Yeah, I seen that. But the one I seen personally,
Wow.
I seen this guy get the 10cc syringe. They have them, the big horse syringe. A 10cc syringe, take an entire sip bottle and actually put the entire thing in
Wow.
once a week. The entire thing, one shot, once a week.
But that person I know that take like 3,000 a week, he look like shit.
They always do. They always do. Most of the time, they always do
Because they're not
because
working out or whatever the case
it's
is.
It's not just
the
that.
amount.
It's just too much.
The,
right?
the receptor of the muscle gets shut down when
Oh, I
you
see.
when you do overdose of the muscle.
It's
So
hard to
it doesn't
develop. I
work for
see.
muscle anymore. You just taking side effect for your liver, for your kidney, for your
Sure.
blood. You just receiving the side effect. That's why you look like shit. That's why you feel like shit.
That's just, I mean, doing that much, you really think is going to convert into, I'm going to look like, Dorian, Ronnie Coleman. And it's never usually the effect because of your genetics.
Yeah.
Your good old genetics are always going to keep you from gaining X amount of weight. So that's why the slow approach, the gradual approach, the careful approach is always the best approach.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, guys, be careful out there with that stuff.
You know, after that podcast, the Jay Cutler's talk about how much Debo he using, or Marcus Lowell he using during the time.
How much Debo?
Oh my God, you don't know how many people contact me. So the dosage of the Debo at the gym, the teenagers, 18, 19 years old, sit down and look at the podcast and hearing what the Jay Cutler said. Oh, he looked like that because of this. So we have to increase the Debo.
Mm.
You know, I mean,
That's just wrong.
this
That's
is
just wrong.
very
That's why I'm
wrong.
careful when I speak about
yes,
steroids and
yes,
and
it's
what I say and that's why, even if I tell you what I first started with, is really nothing compared to what a non-competitor does now. Non-competitor, and it's just crazy, and we have to backtrack.
You know, all the bodybuilders from that area, they exactly the same thing. They are not taking that amount the people thought.
Right.
Maybe one or two people crazy for that moment in time, they're taking a lot and never get place. But when you're talking about those stuff in podcasts, the young generation, they say, okay, Ronnie Coleman take like that. That's why he look like that.
They all
These dosage, we have to go
Well,
to
you
these
have to
doses.
scapegoat, It's like saying, this guy got rich, he became a billionaire because his dad gave him $1 million. I'm like,
Right.
I know a lot of people that could give $1 million too, and they'll be poor tomorrow.
Exactly.
So it varies from person to person.
Absolutely.
So, guys, just please, simmer down the juice, man, simmer down. But, I want to end this to say thank you to everybody that showed up to the Steve Weinberger East Coast Mecca event this weekend. Great to see Jay, John De La Rosa, Derek, Sadiq. I mean, everyone that was there. And also, always a pleasure to see, Juan Diesel, his wife, Jay's better half, Angie. Always a good laugh and good times. So going off, I want to say, remember, guys, follow us, like, comment, and please, you want to see any of prior episodes, tune into iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, wherever you watch your podcast. Till next time.